In this digital era, access to the internet and virtual social interaction is getting more accessible. According to Statista.com, internet users in the last 10 years have risen drastically. In 2010, the number of users of the internet worldwide was around 1,981 million. In 2020, the number of users was more than doubled to a huge number of 4,585 million users. Even now, you watch my speech with the help of the internet. My name is Dimas, and I will tell you why online community based learning is important and should be used. As a university student, I have felt that the way things are done were different. In university, the learning system was student centered, which means most of the part of the studying will be dependent on the student. But this does not mean that lecturers will just let us explore alone. They will still accompany us and guide us. However, in teacher centered learning, the teacher will have a vital part in the student's success. But in a student centered system, it will rely on the student's will to learn. The student will actively look for the material, collaborate with other students, and try to solve the problem themselves. The system of learning correlates with the online community based learning purpose to collaborate with other learners, solve problems together, and learn together. If in this student centered learning system we are still dependent on the teacher, our learning result would not be maximal. As the technology improves, the way the internet was being used also improves a lot, compared to when the internet was introduced back then. Back then, the internet was only used to send written data through devices without cable in a nearby range. But now, we could share a limitless amount of data in many forms possible worldwide. Whether it is a picture, a sound, a video, a program, basically there is no limit. This improvement also makes the interaction on the internet evolves. Many uses of the internet were implemented into every aspects of our lives. Without the internet, we use our television with a huge antenna to capture signal waves to watch movies on our television. Nowadays, we could watch videos worldwide using our smartphones without having to carry a large antenna on our back. We also used to go to tax offices to pay our taxes. We need to queue with many other people to pay taxes too, which is a time-consuming activity. But now, with the help of the internet, we could pay it anytime and anywhere. Entertainment and administration were not the only aspect of our life that have been helped by the presence of the internet. The dream for a better and more equitable education was also becoming closer, as the internet helps us spread knowledge easier and quicker. Learners do not have to come to a library to look for book they need, then find a page which contains what we are looking for to acquire the knowledge. Now they could go to Google and search what kind of information that they need in only under 10 seconds. That is why online community-based learning is very effective. Knowledge could be obtained anywhere in this globalized era, and YouTube is one of the ways how the internet helps people in studying. YouTube is a web-based platform to share videos with other users. With the feature of comments, short videos, community posts, and optional subscriptions. YouTube offers a wide variety of content. You may find a random video, a random fun video to brighten up your day, or a cooking tutorial video, or a video of how to change your tire, or just a video of someone else's hobby. What kind of knowledge that you could find on YouTube are so wide. There is limitless knowledge about anything in this world. Even you could see full-time classes from Harvard without paying a single penny. YouTube depends on the users to create content for other users. YouTube is one of the best online community-based learning platforms. Based on Pew Research study in 2005, which studies 4,594 Americans, they have found that 51% of YouTube users use YouTube to learn new things. Now can you imagine how much the amount has increased right now as the internet was getting more accessible? YouTube help learners who study visually. Visual learners remember by seeing charts. diagrams, illustrations, and they also need to see directions rather than just reading them or hearing them. And YouTube often give more than just illustrations, but a real implementation of the theory. I am a student who understands things better if a visual aid is present. So I was struggling during the online learning era, as the class were mostly done asynchronously, and I can't see the lecturer. There is no real-time interaction done too. But with the help of YouTube, I was able to understand material easier and I remembered it longer. As a matter of fact, when I was preparing for my university, it was already a pandemic era, so I was forced to experience student-centered learning, even when I am in my high school years. But fortunately, online community-based learning has helped me a lot in my preparation time, and I have made it. I have entered the State University of Jakarta. I passed the test, and that is thanks to YouTube and to the content creator. YouTube being a visual aid would also benefit children, as they would not be bored compared to the traditional teaching system. This makes learning enjoyable for them. YouTube offers the feature to engage with other users through the comment section. This opens the chance to discuss and connect with other learners from all over the world. By hearing what other people would think about the problem or about the material being created, we could learn new things, new ideas, and even new concepts. Who knows that maybe other learners know some tricks that you don't. Not to forget the main advantage of YouTube being internet-based, meaning that YouTube can be open everywhere and anytime, as long as you have an internet connection. YouTube also allows the learners to replay the video as much as they wanted to. This saves time for both the learners and the creator. Learners also have the possibility to choose what they want to learn at any time that they want to. This is useful so each learner could get what they are looking for without having to waste their time on something they don't need. YouTube also gave the platform for the creators to spend the knowledge easier. YouTube appreciates the creator with money and awards if the creator has reached certain conditions. The learners could also contribute to helping the creators by subscribing to the optional subscription option. The creators could provide good quality education without the need to have a classroom. YouTube let creators from across the world to freely create their content. There is no curriculum to make content, and there is no curriculum to follow. Therefore, this makes the content feel less boring. This makes the uniqueness of each creator stands out and makes the learner choose their most suited creator based on their preferences. The creators are not forced to use formal language, and this is what makes the learners understand easier. You could also go anonymously on YouTube, so you should not be afraid to make mistakes, whether when you are learning, discussing, and even creating content. If only the community would maximize the use of this platform, there are so many benefits available. We will be open to the chance of acquiring new friends during the learning process. Since the community were internationally available, people from across the globe could interact with each other, thus making the users able to gain new relationships. The platform is free to use. You could share what you have learned and known to help others in their learning process. Optional subscription is also available for the users. So this use of online community-based learning would benefit both parties and make their community grow together. Learning is a never-ending phase that we will always do as a human beings. No matter how old we are, there is always room to learn new knowledge. Online community-based learning saves a lot of time and a lot of effort. The progress of learning and the quality of a community would accelerate faster if it was used maximally, since this would break the limit of studying only at formal learning in school or with teachers at work hours only. It also helps both learners and teachers in the studying process, thus making education accessible to more people and making the quality of the community improves. From now on, let's maximize what we have to maximize our result. My name is Dimas and I hope to see you guys on YouTube.